Ahead this morning, an expected update in a child abuse case where a 10-year-old little boy is dead. When officials are set to talk as events across Central Florida reflect an ongoing fight against child abuse.
Plus, emotional testimony from the alleged victims of an accused serial rapist. What could happen in court today before the jury begins its deliberations?
Then violent moments on the road all caught on camera. What investigators say led up to a driver threatening others with a gun.
WESH 2 News Sunrise on CW18 starts right now.
It's 7 a.m. on your Thursday. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jason Guy.
And I'm Sonica Donge. Let's get you over to First Warning meteorologist Kellyanne Class. Kellyanne, we're talking yet another day of near 90-degree heat.
Yeah, and here in Orlando, we are going to reach 90 degrees. And if you are west of the metro, 90 degrees as well. If you are east of Orlando, you will be in the middle and upper 80s. And it's going to be breezy with our winds picking up at about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Yesterday, we reached 90 degrees, so that makes it the second day in 2025 that we had 90 degrees. Not quite record heat, but we were just shy of that record by about 3 degrees. The record is 93. We were at 90 degrees. Sanford, you were 2 degrees shy of your record of 92 degrees. Right now, we still have a lot of leftover warmth. Temperatures are in the 70s to start. We are also starting off with mostly clear conditions, a little bit of haze, but not tracking a lot of thick and dense fog. The reason why is because we have a southeasterly wind at about 10 miles per hour. That's going to limit the fog from developing throughout the morning. But it's definitely muggy outside. We'll keep that throughout the afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the 80s and 90s. But we have big changes on the way, rain and cooler air. We'll have those details coming up in a few minutes. First, though, let's get over to Paola Tristarudo with a check on traffic.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. We've been following this patrol car crash. This is on Oak Ridge Road at Lacona Drive. This was blocked off completely earlier, but it seems like traffic is now able to get by on either side of the roadway there. We still have some police activity blocking off that right-hand lane. This is on the westbound side of Oak Ridge Road, so just make sure to be careful and just take your time if you're heading out in that area. We also want to show you a look at another crash that we are following this morning. This is an incident on State Road 50 westbound at Country Lane and Tampa Avenue. So we'll be sure to check back on those incidents as well as some of your travel times in just a few minutes.
The state attorney's office in Lake County is expected to announce new information in a case against a couple accused of torturing a 10-year-old boy to death.
Kimberly Mills and Andre Walker are charged with second-degree murder in the death of Mills' son. Doctors reportedly found bruises and burns all over Xavier Williams' body in late February. Police say his brother has similar signs of abuse, and investigators say their mother tried to hide it. Today's press conference is set for 2:30 p.m. A 5K run and walk is being held in Orange County today to honor Madeline Soto and other victims of child abuse. Authorities say the 13-year-old was murdered after being sexually abused for years. Her mother's boyfriend is charged for the crimes. The proceeds of today's 5K will go to Rise Community Solutions, which runs the Osceola Children's Advocacy Center. The event starts tonight at 5:30 at Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company on Alden Road in Orlando. Online registration has closed, but you can still make a donation. And April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. A local advocacy center is hosting an event to bring awareness to the issue this morning. It is set to start at 10 at the Kids House Wayne Dench Children's Advocacy Center in Sanford. Local leaders will discuss the joint efforts being made to combat abuse. A unity candle lighting ceremony will also be held to remember the victims.
An accused serial rapist could testify in his own defense today. It comes after investigators, experts all took the stand. Nelson O'Deege is accused of attacking those women at Orange County bus stops.
WESH 2's Bob Hazen is live at the Orange County Courthouse. And Bob, the jury could start deliberating this afternoon.
Yeah, and that timing will all depend on whether O'Deege decides to get on the stand here himself and testify about what happened in his words to the jury. Today, the judge is expected to start the morning by asking O'Deege if he does want to testify in his own defense. His lawyer said yesterday that he is leaning towards that, so we'll see what happens when they do get back together at 9 o'clock this morning. Covering Orange County live in Orlando, Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
All right, Bob, frantic 911 calls shed new light on the moments after a man was shot and killed while riding an ATV in a Winter Garden apartment complex earlier this year. Listen to this.
The landlord came and just shot him.
The landlord came and shot him?
Police say 57-year-old Ralph Hensel is charged with first-degree murder in the death of Jakeem Williams. Police tell WESH 2 News they'd been called to the complex 4 times for ATV complaints in the past.
From what I heard, he just shot the guy, you know. He just shot him. He didn't have no reason to shoot him. I mean, he might have had in his mind reasons to shoot him, but what reason would you kill somebody because they're riding a dirt bike?
Hensel is being held on no bond at the Orange County Jail.
A Polk County man is facing charges after a case of road rage, and deputies say they have the video to prove it. They posted a dash cam video on X. Take a look at this white Mercedes here. They say it hit the brakes in front of a work truck last week on State Road 37. Moments later, you can see that the driver takes out a gun, pointed it at the truck driver, and apparently yelled, "I'm going to blow your brains out." Deputies later arrested 22-year-old Camden Davis. He's now facing 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The Osceola County Sheriff says his deputies arrested 2 men for breaking into a car. He says the victim caught in the act and called 911. Deputies were able to follow the suspects with the help of Orange County deputies before catching them. Jose Gabriel Peña Silva and Daniel Alejandro Campuzano are facing burglary charges. The sheriff says they also face deportation. Former state representative Randy Fine is now officially a member of Congress. The Republican was elected Tuesday night to replace now National Security Advisor Mike Waltz. Former Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis was also sworn in. With 2 Democratic vacancies, Republicans can now afford to lose 3 votes on a bill or resolution for it to pass.
2 popular bars in downtown Orlando say they're closing the doors for good.
High Tea, known for its Alice in Wonderland theme, will close after reservations this weekend, and the arcade bar, One Up, has already shut down. Both of these establishments took to social media thanking customers and staff and explaining the difficulties of rising costs and declining Church Street. Ownership group Bar None Creation says fees from the city's after midnight alcohol sales permit program were just another hurdle. One city commissioner says she's trying to find creative ways to help downtown businesses thrive.
We are sad to see businesses leave downtown, but we are working on incentive programs to make sure that we create a safe environment downtown for everyone to come and enjoy.
Bar None Creation says another one of its downtown bars, Cocktails and Screams, needs support now more than ever. Still ahead, another hot day on tap for Central Florida. First Warning meteorologist Kelly in class is going to time out how high we could see temperatures go this afternoon.
Plus, conversations are underway to add 2 new commission districts in Orange County, while many people say they don't want anything to change. Plus,
driving up the cost of importing cars. I'm Amy Lou at the White House with President Trump's newest tariffs taking effect today.
Welcome back here at 7:13. We're giving you a live look out towards Orlando, where we are waking up in the low 70s today. You know what that means? We're going to be climbing once again into the 80s. In fact, hitting 90 in some spots. First Warning meteorologist Kelly in class is going to be timing out just how hot we can expect things to get in your neighborhood and when the next chance of rain may enter our forecast.
previously announced tariffs on new cars are now in effect.
President Trump set taxes on imported vehicles at 25%. And WESH 2's Amy Lou is at the White House with the breakdown of how this could now impact consumers. All right, we have been reaching the 90s for a couple of days now, and I know we're getting into closer to summertime season, but this still feels incredibly early to be hitting it this often.
Yeah, I would say so. Yes, or last year, I should say, we hit the first 90-degree day temperature in March. So thankfully, we're not that early, but the average first 90-degree day temperature is right around April 8th. So,
so we're right about there.
We're almost there. It feels early just because our average is at 81 degrees, but we could still get the first 90-degree day temperature in this season, in this month. Happy to say, though, it's not going to last long. Even though we'll be into the upper 80s and low 90s today, we do have some big changes on the way. Now, over the next several days, we'll be in the 90s, but look at where we go on Tuesday, 77 degrees. That's a huge change from the 91 that we will see on Monday. The reason why is this cold front that'll move through Monday night into Tuesday, bringing in showers and thunderstorms, as well as the colder air behind it. Now, I will say we're still watching how much rainfall we're going to receive because the GFS is very dry as this cold front passes through, almost passing in as a dry cold front rather than a cold front bringing us showers and thunderstorms, whereas a European is showing more rainfall in the forecast. So we'll have to watch the trends and see if this will end up being a dry cold front or if this cold front will bring in more showers and thunderstorms. Right now, though, things are nice and quiet across central Florida, really across the state. We're not tracking any cloud cover, any rainfall this morning, just a beautiful sunrise from our tower cam network in Lake County. It's warm, though. Temperatures are in the low and mid 70s to start today from Orlando and west. We are warming up into the low 90s. If you are east of Orlando today, middle and upper 80s, with our winds picking up out of the southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now, with that high pressure in place today, we'll have plenty of sunshine. Just like yesterday, a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures warming up quick. Going to be a great day to head to the beach. But keep in mind, if you are going to the beach, we have a high risk of rip currents up and down our local beaches, and the UV index is also at a 10. It's very high, which means the burn time's to about 20 minutes. So have that sunscreen and reapply it every 2 hours. Now, tomorrow afternoon, pretty much a carbon copy of today. Low 90s from Orlando and west, where it'll be in the middle and upper 80s if you are east of the metro. We'll continue the 90s into the weekend. Saturday winds are out of the southeast. On Sunday, our wind changes direction to the southwest, and that will heat us up on Sunday to 92 degrees. That will be 1 degree shy of the record of 93. Saturday will be at 90 degrees. That's going to be 6 degrees shy of the record of 96. So Sunday's going to be the hottest day, and we'll have near record heat as well. But at least we'll have plenty of sunshine to enjoy. Central Florida certified most accurate forecast. The inland 7-day forecast shows temperatures into the low 90s now through Monday, where Monday we have a few isolated showers. Otherwise, now through Sunday, we're dry. Tuesday, that cold front moves in, bringing in some showers and thunderstorms. Then on Wednesday, our high temperatures hover in the 70s with a few isolated showers. The coastal 7-day forecast shows high temperatures in the low 80s today. Tomorrow, northern spots, middle 80s for coastal Brevard County. Saturday and Sunday, mid 80s all around, nearing the upper 80s on Monday. And then on Tuesday, we have those showers and thunderstorms cooling us down to the low 70s. All right, it is 7:19. Let's get over to Paola Tristan-Aruda with the check on traffic.
Good morning, Kellyanne. Good morning, everyone. We are following an incident right now on the beach line eastbound at the I-4 exit. Doesn't seem like it's causing too much of a backup, but something to watch out for as you make your way out there this morning. Also want to show you this live look at I-4, especially on the eastbound side. This is in the Champions Gate area. You can see that regular traffic, but it's very much stop and go through this area. Definitely give yourself a little bit of extra time if you are heading out there now. But on the westbound side, it seems like traffic is flowing nicely over there. Also want to show you a look at heading out this morning. I-27 to the beach line. You're seeing some of those heavier delays. Colonial I-4 East. And if you're heading out on the Turnpike 27 to I-4, looking good there right now with a 20-minute drive.
Coming up tonight on CW18, there's a new episode of Police 24/7 at 8, followed by Crime Nation at 9. And then, of course, stick around for the day's local headlines with WESH 2 News at 10 o'clock. You are watching WESH 2 News Sunrise here on CW18 as we look out over the attractions. That is Spaceship Earth there at Epcot. Walt Disney World is going to be a popular spot when we talk about the warm weather that we've got for our day ahead. We're also going to be thinking about the beaches and so much wonderful stuff that we've got going on in Central Florida. We'll update you on that first warning forecast straight ahead here on WESH 2 News Sunrise.
First warning weather on CW18 is sponsored by the Flooring Center.
Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News update.
Good morning, I'm Sonica Donge. It's now 7:26, and the state attorney's office in Lake County is expected to announce new information in the case against a couple accused of torturing a 10-year-old boy to death. Kimberly Mills and Andre Walker are charged with second-degree murder in the death of Mills' son. Doctors reportedly found bruises and burns all over Xavier Williams' body in late February. Police say his brother has similar signs of abuse, and investigators say their mother tried to hide it. Today's press conference is set for 2:30 p.m. There's a 5K run and walk being held in Orange County today to honor Madeline Soto and other victims of child abuse. Authorities say the 13-year-old was murdered after being sexually abused for years. Her mother's boyfriend is charged for those crimes. The proceeds of today's 5K will go to Rise Community Solutions, which runs the Osceola Children's Advocacy Center. The event starts tonight at 5:30 at Ivanhoe Park Brewing Company on Alden Road in Orlando. Online registration has closed, but you can still make a donation. Let's get you out the door today and get a check on those traffic conditions.
Yeah, we're following a crash right now. This is on Oak Ridge Road at Lacona Drive. This is the live look that we have. You can see that police are still on scene, and we just received information that it involved a Belle Isle police vehicle and another vehicle. One person or a person was taken to the hospital. We're still trying to learn more information, but there's still a roadblock in that area, so just exercise some caution if you're heading out there now. We're also following another incident this morning. This one is on State Road 528, so the beach line eastbound at the I-4 exit. So again, just give yourself a little bit of extra time when you're heading out now. But let's go ahead and get a check on the forecast. How's it looking today, Kellyanne?
Paola, it's going to be sunny and hot. Today we'll have a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures today warming up into the 80s and 90s. If you're Orlando and west, you'll be in the 90s. If you're east of the metro, middle and upper 80s. It's going to be windy today. We'll have the 90s now through Monday. Monday, a few isolated showers. Tuesday, cooler with rain.
Watching it is just unfathomable to me.
Ahead this half hour, a Florida deputy killed in the line of duty. The routine call that turned deadly in a matter of seconds.
Plus, a warning from deputies as they look for a woman accused of tricking someone into giving her thousands of dollars. How they say to protect yourself so you don't get ripped off.
Then, a new partnership for Brevard County's emergency medical services could impact who shows up when you call 911. Why not everyone is on board with the change?
WESH 2 News Sunrise on CW18 starts right now.
Good morning. Thanks for staying with us here. I'm Sonica Dange.
And I'm Jason Guy. Let's get you straight to First Warning meteorologist Kellyanne Class. Kellyanne, we are looking ahead to that sunshine really heating us up and maybe a few clouds in the mix. That's not going to stop us from getting to the 90s.
No, it's going to be a hot day ahead. Our temperatures already this morning in the 70s. It's a little bit humid outside, but at least we have a nice sunrise from our Tower Cam network in Daytona Beach. No fog to track this morning. All of that haze you see is because of the humid conditions. Fog is because we have a southeasterly wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's limiting fog from developing, and it's pretty gusty right now in Brevard County at about 20 mile per hour wind gusts. And with that southeasterly wind, we're heating up. We're at 77 degrees in Titusville, 76 degrees in Melbourne, rest of Central Florida between 70 and 73 degrees. Now we are on the humid category in our mug meter, but some of us inching near that steamy category. Eventually this afternoon, we'll keep some of that humidity around. Temperatures warming up from Orlando and west in the 90s. If you are east of Orlando today, middle and upper 80s. We'll talk about big changes on the way, including rain and cooler air. First, though, it is 7:33. Let's get over to Paola Tristan Aruda with a check on traffic.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Right now, we are following this incident that's happening on Oak Ridge Road. This is at Lacona Drive. And for the most part, it seems like traffic is now able to move on by, but there's still police activity in the area. So give yourself a little bit of extra time if you are heading out the door. We also want to show you this incident that's happening. This one is on Conway Drive. This is at Lake Underhill. And as you can see, the police activity blocking off that middle northbound lane. But it seems like traffic is able to move on the right and left hand turn lanes. But just make sure to give yourself a little bit of extra time if you are heading out there now. Again, this is Conway Drive at Lake Underhill. But we will continue to monitor these crashes, and we'll have another update as well as some travel times straight ahead.
An accused serial rapist could take the stand in his own defense this morning. Nelson O'Deesh is accused of attacking a woman, at least 4 of them, at Orange County bus stops 2 years ago. WESH 2's Bob Hazen is live at the Orange County Courthouse. And Bob, the jury has now heard from all of these alleged victims.
Yeah, and the last victim got very emotional, broke down on the stand while testifying and crying uncontrollably about what happened to her on that night 2 years ago. Covering Orange County live in Orlando, Bob Hazen, WESH 2 News.
Marion County deputies are looking for a woman who they say tricked an elderly resident into giving her thousands of dollars. Take a close look at this doorbell camera footage. Investigators say this woman pretended to be a PayPal worker, claiming to be helping with payment issues. Officials say they're seeing a growing number of elderly people becoming victims. Recently, neighborhoods near State Road 200 reportedly had so many of these reported scams. The total loss in just 2 months totaled more than $1 million.
Just slow down, pause, and I tell people all the time, just slow down and verify. If it's a grandkid calling you or somebody from PayPal pretending to be, or even from your own bank, slow down, it's not an emergency, and call your bank.
If you know anything about the woman here in the video pretending to be a PayPal worker, you're asked to contact the Marion County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. Changes to Brevard County's emergency medical services could impact who shows up when you call 911.
EMS is now partnering with a private ambulance company. Officials say the new initiative is a direct result of the upcoming closure of the Orlando Health Rockledge Hospital. They'll now be partnering with Coastal Ambulance Systems to meet the need in the county. Brevard County Fire Rescue will still respond to calls, but if paramedics determine it's a non-emergent, you may be transported to one of the company's private ambulances. Not everyone is on board.
But it's an open-ended deal, so that creates a lot of apprehension, and it also probably has a lot of problems on why do I do this job? I mean, it could be perceived as you're replacing me.
Officials say they've been trialing the new partnership for 2 weeks on Merritt Island, and it's been going well. The change comes as the county's firefighters push for better pay and more resources.
Immigrant advocacy groups are challenging the constitutionality of a state law aimed at cracking down on undocumented immigrants. And the new law passed during a special session in February creates state crimes for undocumented people who enter or re-enter the state. A potential class action lawsuit claims that it violates what's known as the Supremacy Clause of the U.S. Constitution because immigration enforcement is a federal responsibility.
Looking ahead in Orlando, the police department is helping people reduce their risk of identity theft with the Free Shred event. It's this Saturday from 9 a.m. until noon. You can safely dispose of documents at OPD's Lake Nona substation on Narcoossee Road.
Still ahead this morning, parking problems in the Flagler Beach area. We look at a call to action from business owners and their proposal to keep the issue from getting any worse.
Plus, creating a destination for people who love the outdoors. A look at what's just the first phase of a new park in Kissimmee.
The first phase of a new park in Osceola County is officially open.
The city of Kissimmee hopes Lancaster Ranch Park will become a premier destination for people who just love the outdoors.
Yeah.
And as WESH 2's Luana Munoz shows us yesterday's grand opening, it's just the beginning. Oh my gosh, so many cute animals there. This has officially been added to my bucket list here in Central Florida. All right, Green Meadows Petting Farm is open Wednesday through Sunday from 10 to 4. Admission is $18 per person over the age of 2. Special group rates are also available.
All right, 7:46, and we are all thinking about doing something outside today. Specifically, the beach is calling,
the pool, water parks.
Yeah, getting people are thinking about getting boats and jet skis out on lakes.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is if you have to work today and throughout the rest of the work week, you still have this weekend to do all of that because we're going to have a great forecast even into Monday. It's going to be that hot, but we do have some changes on Tuesday. Notice we go from 91 Monday to 77 degrees on Tuesday. All thanks to a cold front that'll arrive Monday night into Tuesday, bringing us not just colder air, but also some showers as well as some thunderstorms. And we will get a much needed break from all of that heat and humidity. Tuesday afternoon's high temperatures, for the most part, will be around 73 to about 77 degrees, trending a little bit cooler now in Flagler County for Tuesday afternoon in the mid-60s. We'll have to see if that holds. But for now, expect big changes next week. Right now, we're waking up to temperatures into the 70s. Most of us between 70 and 73 degrees, but it is much warmer in Brevard County. We are at 77 degrees in Titusville, 76 degrees in Melbourne. Lake County off to a beautiful start. Nothing but sunshine from our Tower Cam network here. We'll keep that sunshine throughout the afternoon, and temperatures today warming up into the 90s and 80s. 90s if you're Orlando and west. If you are east of Orlando today, you will be in the middle and upper 80s. For the next couple of hours, we'll have mostly sunny conditions and a mix of sun and clouds for the afternoon. Just like yesterday, we will have a lot of dry conditions, a little bit of humidity, and a breeze picking up out of the southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. High pressure's in control. It's keeping this cold front way up north, where parts of the north will get some severe weather. That includes Texas all the way to the mid-Atlantic today, where parts of Arkansas, Tennessee will be under numerous severe storms. And that continues into tomorrow. And then on Saturday, that risk is a little bit higher for parts of Louisiana into Arkansas and into the northern Gulf Coast. As we go over the next couple of days, again, that front is going to stay out of our direction because of high pressure. So it's just going to be hot. Tomorrow, we'll still have temperatures in the 90s from Orlando and west, again in the 80s if you are east of Orlando. This weekend, we'll have the 90s again with high pressure in place. We're dry. Sunday, I think, is going to be the hottest day because of a change in our wind direction. We'll go from the southeast on Saturday to the southwest on Sunday. So that's going to warm us up to about 92 degrees on Sunday. Central Florida's certified most accurate forecast shows the 90s now through Monday with a 20% chance of rainfall on Monday. Otherwise, now through Sunday is dry. Tuesday, we have a 60% coverage of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures dropping into the middle 70s and the mid 70s continue into Wednesday with a few isolated showers. It is 7:49. Let's get over to Paolo Tristan-Ruda with a check on traffic.
Yeah, good morning, Kellyanne. Good morning, everyone. Right now, we are following a crash. This is on Orange Blossom Trail, northbound at Clarkona-Ocoee Road. At last check, FDOT did report that the two left lanes were blocked off. Not sure if that's still an issue, but you might still see some residual delays if you're heading out in that area right now. I also want to show you this live look from our tower cam here at WESH 2. Good morning to those of you traveling on I-4. We're starting to see, again, those heavier delays on either side of the roadway towards downtown, though it's looking like a clearer commute. If you are heading eastbound, though, towards Maitland, that's where you're starting to see more of that stop and go traffic. This is just past Lee Road, so just give yourself a little bit of extra time if you are heading out this morning. Also wanted to show you a look at some of those travel times for those of you heading out right now. If you are traveling on I-4 westbound, St. John's River Bridge to Fairbanks Avenue, that's where we're starting to see some heavier delays with 28 minutes, and 417 northbound, the turnpike to 408, about a 17-minute drive.
Businesses in downtown Flagler Beach are proposing a 2-hour parking limit, urging city leaders to take action before an ongoing problem gets any worse. 100 business owners south of State Road 100 say construction for a new hotel is making finding parking even more difficult. They're also concerned that hotel guests and workers will occupy spots for hours or days, hurting local businesses.
If the city doesn't create short-term parking, then there's not going to be any short-term parking.
City leaders say the issue will be discussed in a meeting next week. Several possible solutions are on the table, including paid parking.
Coming up tonight on CW18, we have a new episode of Police 24/7 at 8, followed by Crime Nation at 9. And then, of course, stick around for the day's local headlines on WESH 2 News at 10 o'clock.
Local, live, late breaking. This is a WESH 2 News update.
Good morning, I'm Jason Guy. Your time now is 7:56. The jury in the trial of an accused Orange County rapist could begin deliberations as early as this afternoon. Nelson Odige is accused of attacking multiple women at bus stops back in 2023. The alleged victims took the stand along with investigators and a DNA analyst. Now, the question of Odige testifying hangs in the balance as court resumes this morning, and WESH 2 News will be there for you. Let's get to your first warning traffic now with Paola Tristan-Ruda.
Good morning. We are following a crash right now. This is on Orange Blossom Trail northbound at Clarkona-Ocoee Road. You can see a little bit of red there on your screen indicating a slight backup, so just give yourself plenty of extra time if you are heading out there now. Also want to show you this live look over downtown Orlando. Good morning to those of you traveling on I-4. We're starting to see, of course, the heavier delays on either side of the roadway there, but I'm not seeing any major issues or backups as far as crashes. Let's go ahead and get a check on the forecast now. Kellyanne, I'm starting to see that sun. It's going to be hot later today.
It's going to be so hot. We're going to see a lot of sunshine as well. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds today with our temperatures from Orlando and west into the 90s. If you are east of Orlando today, in the middle and upper 80s, with our winds picking up out of the southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Because of that southeasterly wind, we have a high risk of rip currents today along our local beaches, but no thunderstorms in the forecast. And a great day also if you're heading out to our local attractions. It's just going to be warm, humid, as well as sunny. And our UV index today is on the very high side. We're dry through Sunday. Monday, we have a few isolated showers.
Stick around for another hour of WESH 2 News Sunrise right here on CW18 as we bring you more top local, state, and national headlines. That and a whole lot more, including a little fun ahead with Sonica and Mare at 8 o'clock.